All right. Let's get all of this fired up. Check my deck out, make sure it's where I want to be. We can get ready to play some Magic. Yeah, I don't think I want to change anything. I've been liking this build so far. So I think I'm going to keep it. In the future, I might be looking for some kind of like Fulminator Mage action, but I'm not really sure what's going on yet. So let's see if I can jump and have a good league tonight. Oh, constructed leagues. Come on, Moto. Let's join my very meh league. Back up here while this is going on. Let me turn my volume down here. Let's jump in. So I think I'm going to mulligan this hand. I don't have a really good removal spell. If this turns into another land, then I'm just not really, it's not very good. So we're going to set this hand back. We're going to keep this one, look for another land. Put on top. Blue-green, Misty Rainforest. Oh, we're playing a company deck. Yeah. Alright, Black-Red Tarfire. That's the game plan of this one. Then we'll look to, depending on our opponent's next play, set up some discard action next turn. Yeah, so we're playing his band. Palmer DeQuelsi. I don't recognize the name. Oh, there's a voice. Voice is annoying. So the question is, I'm going to use my mana no matter what. Like I'm going to at least Thoughtseize and push this. So I probably should at least. We're going to bobble to see what is on top of their deck. Kiki Jiki. Okay. I do think we're going to need to be doing some Thoughtseizing here. Okay. So I can take this. I can take the wall. Or I can take the. I think I just want, because my opponent's not going to have a play next turn. So I kind of want to just take this wall. I can take it with my Inquisition. I can take Eldritch Evolution, then take Wall, and then next turn Thoughtseize again and reevaluate. So I think I'm going to take Evolution, Overgrown Tomb. We're going to have to be careful of our life total. I'll take this wall. Then we draw another card. If we draw a threat here, we're in pretty good shape. That's a redraw. Okay. All right, that's not bad. So I'm probably going to be looking. Let's see what's on top of my opponent's deck here. Because I can take the Path or the Felidar Guardian. Not exactly sure which one that I want to do here. Am I still going here? Is the stream still going? Yeah, we're still going here. So land on top. So I could just go. He's only drawing a land, so he's got no play. I think I'm just going to grab his Felidar Guardian and push this right now. Then kind of like to clean things up with Liliana. Make sure I push this on my turn. Yeah, we'll take this Felidar Guardian. Get rid of that, and we'll pass the turn. So I draw here. Traverses, good, not great, because we left him with the Path, which we decided to do. So maybe I'll be traversing for just a land. But then if I just traverse for a Death Shadow, then that's the same thing as traversing for... No. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to get basic Swamp, and I'm going to make him Edict his guy. We should be good now, I think, because we're going to start being able to plus up on this. Hopefully we can figure out a way to deal with this Path. Okay, so they have no plays. I think we're just going to discard this Street Wraith. I'm not really interested in going much farther in life. So let's see. Get rid of the Street Wraith. He probably gets rid of Kiki Jiki. Yeah, and then we'll just pass. We're going to want to look to either have 2 threats or figure out a way to get rid of this Path. My opponent was going to tap mana, but didn't. So I think they have a Spell Queller. Path. Let's take up. Alright, so now he's got Path and one other card. So I think we're just going to keep waiting. He might have like a Spell Queller. Yeah, we're just going to keep going up with this. Oh, this changes things now. So I'm just going to play Traverse, cast Death Shadow, leave my Liliana at 3. Alternatively, I could get... We played a Temple Garden, because I could think about getting something like Ranger if we really want to bust this game open. And we can just kind of play it slow. Next turn I can Traverse for a Godless Shrine tapped, because that'll beat his Paths. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if that's right or not, but at least let's put the Fear of God into him here. Okay. So there's nothing that he can do to get rid of my graveyard. Well, we drew it. So let's make him Edict. And then I think I just go to 3, play Ranger. Which is like a little sketchy. What could he have? He could have like Spell Queller, untap. Could have like Spell Queller, untap, play Noble Hierarch in like 2 turns. So maybe it's better to just traverse, play Death Shadow, play this tapped. Go to 5, play this next turn. Still gives me Delirium. So I can go play Death Shadow, get this, go get a land, or then I have to discard a card to probably discard one of my Death Shadows. Or I can just play Ranger and have like a super explosive turn next turn. I think I'm going to make him play Path next turn. So I'm going to traverse for Death Shadow. Play Death Shadow. Play this tap land, make him so he has to hold mana up to Path or get really punished. So let's get this Death Shadow in play. I just don't want to go to 3 also. We still have 3 Death Shadows in our deck. Maybe I should have traversed for... Nah, I shouldn't have traversed for Tarmogoyf because I couldn't play it without cutting off my Ranger. This basic swap is kind of screwing this a little bit. Let's get rid of one of his cards. He could have like a Nahiri. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got something like Nahiri in his deck. So let's come in for 8. This probably gets pathed. Yeah. Okay, we don't search. Play this, get 2 more Death Shadow. And play both our Death Shadows, either Edict his blocker. Yeah. I like playing conservative there. I think we're far enough ahead. So I want this. I want this. While Liliana was good last game, I don't think that I want it. I definitely want the Dreadbore. So I'm interested in these cards. I'm not really interested in my Liliana of the Veils. I want Rages. I kind of like Ranger, even though it's slow. But am I ever going to be able to tap out against this deck? I don't think so. I think I'd much rather play like a little bit of a lower to the ground game. Like I'm not really excited about Lingering Souls. I just want to grind with him. I can see where Spellbomb might be alright, because he's probably got some Eternal Witness shenanigans. I would assume that he's like the Jeskai Saheeli deck, and he's playing something like some Nahiris also to find his things. I could just get the... I mean, the Ranger's probably better than, like... Probably cut, like, a Wraith because he's a creature deck. Slow down a little bit on the draw. Yeah, I think the Ranger's just a good way to, like... If he's got a good board, and if I Ranger out a bunch of Death Shadows, then I can just start putting him in the Abyss and clocking him. Yeah, we're going to keep this hand. We can fetch a Stomping Ground if we need to. I think this hand's right what we're looking for. We can go like Stomping Ground, Tarfire Thing, Traverse. We have Delirium. We can Thoughtseize. Or we can just Thoughtseize now. So this is going to get an Overgrown Tomb. Actually, so I might want to take his turn 2 play, so I'm going to Inquisition. Even though I could lose more life. Like, yeah, I want to take Rest in Peace. For sure. Let's get rid of this Rest in Peace. Kind of what we can from my opponent. So we're gonna take Felidar Guardian with this Thoughtseize here. Then we'll just kind of hold here. So he played his Misty. This is Wall. Let's see, ripped another wall of omens. Okay. I do want another land, so we're not going to traverse. Oh, there's our land. Keranos. Double path. Okay. We currently can't deal with this Felidar, and it's gonna be like this. So I think our take is still Felidar Guardian. And then we just kind of play. We're just gonna play this Liliana, and I think try to ultimate it. I'm not gonna take either, because taking one of his passes doesn't really do anything. A voice here would be kind of annoying. I think I'm just gonna fetch a tap land here. Because like I don't have Delirium. It's gonna be hard for me to fight through both of his paths. I can kind of be conservative in my life total. That can hurt us if we need it to. Now we'll just start ticking up on this. And hope to ride this all the way. I would like to find another discard spell to hit this Keranos. Maybe I should have respected this Keranos a little more. Eternal Witness. So he's probably going to Eternal Witness back his land. Yeah. Oh, I can't cast it. So now, what do I do? Is it a legitimate chance? So if I go, like, Tarfire myself, traverse, play Death Shadow, because this Keranos might... Yeah, I think I should have respected this Keranos a little more. Because I know all four of his cards, so we kind of just have to, like, fade... Like, if we fade a land, we might be alright. But I can't, like, sink his mana also, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I should have taken that Keranos. It's kind of... Because I can't fight him to sink his mana, because he can just go, like, path, if I traverse for something. I probably just have to, though. So let's go... Starfire myself, play a fetch land, and let's traverse for a Death Shadow. Yeah, I think I played this one. I think I should have just left him with the Felidar Guardian. Because I had this Tarfire, I could have dealt with a Saheeli to try to win the game. Yeah, that was poor. That was very poor on my part. Keep saying I'm offline. Hope the stream's working. Because here it keeps saying that we're a no-go. Yeah, from here it says I'm going. Looks like my opponent's thinking. Let me make sure this is going. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So we slide through one of those. Let's hope our opponent misses a land drop so that we can... Oh, no, they're going to make sure they hit it. Okay. So they are slamming this Keranos, but that means that we're going to be able to play another Death Shadow. Yep. So my opponent's got Eternal Witness. I think I'm just fetching a Godless Shrine here. Alternatively, now I actually think that we traverse for Ranger. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. Traverse for Ranger. I'm glad we left Ranger in the deck. Glad we were a little bit careful with our life total. And then I think we're still just going up with this because we don't have anything to buy back. Yeah, I think we might have played this. We played this poorly. We didn't respect this Keranos enough. So they drew Tireless Tracker. So they're going Fort me. Then he's going to Eternal Witness back his path, more than likely. And then we plus on his path, plus on his thing, attacking for 3. Play. Oh, he's going to play Tireless Tracker. So he's got Eternal Witness X. What else could he have? I guess we're going to start by attacking. Play Death Shadow number 1. Play Death Shadow number 2. Alright, so we go to 1. I would assume we go to 1 here. We know, okay, so we got Eternal Witness and another card. So if he's got Path, we're dead. But, so okay, so we know everything he's got. So he gets back path. So if I go plus here, get rid of this. His last card is Path to Exile, Birds to Paradise. And then if I push this, he's forced to block. Well, he's not forced to block. So maybe I shouldn't push this and hope that he doesn't. But then if he flips this over, he bolts us. If he flips a spell, if he flips a spell, we're dead. Hopefully, he flips a land and draws another card that isn't relevant. So I might as well just cast this right here and then threaten. If I attack with everything, then he's got to block. He has to block, so I might as well attack with everything because he just blocks here, or blocks here, takes 3. Yeah, I definitely didn't respect this Keranos enough. He's dead to Temur Battle Rage. So he's just going to trade, path, and take 12. And then hopefully he just draws like runner garbage. Yeah, he's dead. I mean, he's probably thinking this in his head, like I'm dead to Temur Battle Rage. The Ranger's been great in both these games. The Rangers only needed to be great because I didn't play very well. I should have taken this. We're on the play next time. We'll be a little more aggressive. We pass priority. Our opponent paths. If we had a rage, be dead as a doorknob. No rage in our deck. No rage in our sideboard, at least. Okay, you got it, dude. Yep, we're passing. Kill me. Gavity. So you have Gavany, Bird, X. Okay. All right, so I need like a Teamer Battle Rage here. Sometimes you just get it. He's got no cards. Opponent has no cards in their hand. Kill you. Got him. Got him. All right, 1-0. Good way to start. Good way to start the stream. Five years, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. Let's throw the deck up here. Let me make my social media posts. I didn't do that yet to do the marketing. So let me do, oh, we're in a match, I guess. Let's jump back in here. All right, so this hand here, we've got like the Bobble Trick. We have a discard spell. We have turn 1 Delirium. So this represents a threat. We got probably one of our best cards in our deck, if not the best card in our deck in Liliana. All right, so we're probably playing against a bad matchup here. If we look at turn 1 Shambling Vent, we didn't need 2 of those, but maybe we might. We just probably discard. Straight out of Lorwyn. Oh, his name's cool. All right, so there's another Bobble on top. I probably don't need another redraw. So let's get an Overgrown Tomb. Cycle this. Drew another piece of interaction. All right. Wasteland Strangler, Flicker Wisp, this thing. So my opponent's hand's pretty bad. He can play Wasteland Strangler next turn, so I'm just going to take it. And then we'll look to discard spell this next turn. Or we can just traverse and get a threat, which I also don't mind. There's our third land. Aether Vial, so we know the contents of my opponent's hand. So I actually just go Fetch Shock, Traverse, play Death Shadow, which I think I like doing right now. Then I can go like Inquisition Tarmogoyf or Liliana. So let's do, which land do I want to get? Probably want to get Stomping Ground with this. My hand's very black, so I think I'm probably just going to get another Overgrown Tomb. So let's Traverse, play Death Shadow, fetch. This is like the most annoying part about playing this deck in real life. You fetch, you search so often. Could play Tarmogoyf, but I think I want to, like, Death Shadow's got the most chance of being the fastest clock. Like, it's just going to grow. So if my opponent plays his Flicker Wisp, just present a blocker against Death Shadow, then Tide Hollow Skull, my opponent's not going to be happy. Yeah, I'm just going to Edict this. I'm going to attack in for 3. So we know all their cards. They just take Tarmogoyf, like, sure. Oh, I have a swamp that I accidentally X'd out of. So alternatively, I could go discard spell Tarmogoyf and have Liliana for next turn, which I think I'm going to do, actually. I don't need to kill this now. If I tap out and kill it, he can then swing back with his Shambling Vent and get it, which I'm not really about. So let's get rid of this. Let's play a big boy. We'll pass the turn. And then we'll edict that next turn, which will grow Tarmogoyf. Yeah, opponent just packs it in. Probably drew another land. Alright, so in this matchup I want this. And I want my Lingering Souls. I definitely want Ranger. I don't want Liliana the Veil because they have Thalia and they have Lingering Souls at their sideboard. So I'm not really interested in that. It's a long grindy matchup, so I like to cut a Street Wraith in the grindy matchups. Like, we're going to get low on life total anyways. I really like my new build of this deck because I just have so much less... Like, I kept having the issue of having too many 3-drops. And now, like sometimes I was boarding up to... With Maelstrom Pulse in the sideboard also, I was boarding up to those 7 or 8 3-drops, and it's just way too clunky. I already play the Ranger in the main deck. I probably can cut a Tarfire for Dreadbore, because like we want to make sure we can kill Reality Smasher and Thought-Knots here. I could want another Veil for that reason, but then like I'm already going up to 5 3-drops against a Thalia deck. So they can, like, especially on the draw, they can potentially be 4-drops. So maybe then I don't want this Dreadbore and I want to keep the Tarfire in. I kind of want to keep Rage in as, like, he's going to be able to jump the ground pretty easily. Not interested. Not really interested. If anyone's in the chat watching, do you guys, like, just confirm to me that my stream's, like, you know, working well? It keeps going offline and online on my end. I don't see any, you know, anything from you guys, so I just want to make sure it's working. I think I want to... I'm more inclined to actually keep the Tarfire in. He has a lot of 3s. I'm not guaranteed. Maybe I can go like this and keep the Tarfire in while I'm on the draw. Because Tarfire kills like Leonin Arbiter, Thalia on the cheap, just an effective removal spell. I think I want to do this. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna do here. That might not be right, but yeah, we're gonna ship the no land heater. My opponent mulligans too. What a nice guy. This hand's fine. It's not great, but it's serviceable. So how about that Modern Pro Tour, which is a hot take, bad thing for the format. Opponent's tanking on their scry. Because, like, the modern format, like, the only reason they banned Splinter Twin was to shake it up for the Pro Tour. We don't need another land. And now they're going to ban, like, this. They'll probably ban whatever other deck, you know, winds up doing great. So I'm going to do this right now. We're going to get an Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, we're going to get an Overgrown Tomb, Shock here, and I'm going to look to take a Thalia. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Opponent's hand's weird. What do they do with their scry? I should move this over. I keep forgetting to do this. They put a card on top. So they like what they just barely drew. Okay, that'll probably be all right later down the game. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept something like Lingering Souls. Maybe like, because if he plays his Temple right now, no Vial. Okay. So Temple, Ghost Quarter. Fetch this tapped. So I'm actually gonna get a Blood Crypt tapped here, and then here I'm just gonna fetch. Fetch a Godless Shrine, and we're going to cast the old front half of Lingering Souls. Gosh, I love this card. Lingering Souls is one of my... Like, Lingering Souls, Grim Flare, and probably Knight of the Reliquary are my favorite cards in Magic. Can't wait to Tamer Battle Rage, these Lingering Souls tokens. Opponent just got nothing. Unless they have a resto. Cycle this. Dreadbore, okay. So I think I'm just going to attack with these, flashback my Lingering Souls, or I can Tarfire myself, traverse for Death Shadow, and play it. My Death Shadow would be a 6/6. I probably should do that before my opponent gets rid of my, like, starts attacking my lands. So do I want to Tarfire myself or him? So 6, 6/12. Gosh, I feel so mopey to just Tarfire right now when I can just flashback Lingering Souls. But if he just starts going after my lands, then I'm super dead. I think I'm going to Tarfire him. I think we're just going to pull the brakes down here a little bit. We're going to take it easy. We have plenty of ways to deal with this Flicker Wisp. And it's good to cash in this Traverse before they find a Relic or something like that. There's no way we can get Ranger right now. So maybe Ranger shouldn't be in the deck. Yeah. I guess we could have seen that coming. So our opponent's hand is one unknown and a Flicker Wisp. So 2 unknowns now. Okay. Oh, this is an Arbiter. No, it's Tidehollow Sculler. Alright, that's fine. Because we just hit the Tidehollow Sculler. I'll probably pay life on the Death Shadow, on the Dismember, just 2 life, so I can flashback Lingering Souls. Like I was talking about before, there's no need for us. We're taking it easy. I'm actually going to play this out, and we're just going to do 1, 2, and myself. Oh. Attack him for 2. We get this back. Well, let's flashback Lingering Soul just so we don't have any epic misclick action. Then we're going to get a Stomping Ground with this land. And I'm probably going to do it before my opponent. Let's see what they do with this Vial. This Flicker Wisp is going to be annoying because it's going to mess with my Lingering Souls. So if they go up with this Vial, we'll wait. Yeah, they did. So now we can respond to anything. Okay, so we know their hand. The opponent probably should just start like strip lining me. Like he should be just using these. Which he might be waiting because he can hit like he can cut me off of like red or green right here. He might not know that though. Yeah, looks like he's gonna take it easy. Wow, that's a really good card. So I think I'm just gonna come in with 2 of these. I'm gonna come in with 2 of these. So even if he Flicker Wisps one of them, I still have a blocker. And I'm gonna cast Liliana and just go up with it. How's your workout? Just gonna bust up my. Doesn't want me to battle rage in combat, I guess. I mean, might as well. You should be using these. Okay, just cut me off red. Which unfortunately means that his Flicker Wisp is going to be a big problem. Well, it's not going to be a big problem because we have this last hope, but. Yeah, now we'll be able to just take out this last hope. Or take this out. I mean, he might. I doubt he's going to trade here. He's probably just going to bounce one and preserve his life total. And then we're going to really get in with this Liliana. Liliana was a really good draw. Take that there. My Lingering Souls token comes back. And now our opponent's just out of gas. I mean, we've got 2 dead cards in our hand. We actually can't cast them because we don't have any more red mana in our deck. So I'm going to just play that out. So we'll play this. Probably hold back one of these. I guess we're not doing anything if he casts a Reality Smasher. This isn't turn 11. We're just going to attack, I guess. We got to play around a bunch of stuff. Like he could have. We should be worried about Eldrazi Displacer, so we probably should try to end this game as soon as possible. Pocket squares? Nice. Yeah, so that's kind of annoying. But we can just tick up and hold back our Lingering Souls tokens now, and like he can't attack through this. I might as well fetch here. I guess that leaves me dead to a Reality Smasher, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. So now probably the jig's out. My opponent knows I don't have any more red sources. Oh, that was a really good draw. So I can attack, play Death Shadow, which I think is going to put the most pressure on. So I'm going to come in with everything. Play the old big man. The big man Death Shadow out. And then pass the turn. So they drew something. Probably Displacer would be the worst. Oh, you got to tide all those colors. So he takes my Team of Battle Rage, but he knew about that. So we got him in the Abyss here. If we draw a removal spell, we're in pretty good shape. That's not a removal spell. So I think I'm just coming in with my spirits. Or do I want... I probably want to leave a spirit back to chump block this Thought-Knot Seer, because he's going to chump block here. I don't want to lose to like Reality Smasher off the top, because I lose the Reality. So if I leave one back, I think I can beat Reality Smasher on the top. So I go chump block, take 4. So let's play around Reality Smasher. So this is a force block. So then they go down to 1, or they go down to 5 here. So then we should have waited there, because it was a force block anyways. That was a mistake on my part. I should have just waited, then it could have hit this Thought-Knot Seer, and could have attacked with one more. Well, couldn't attack with one more Lingering Souls token anyways. Yeah, so that was a poor sequencing there, which cost me 2 power on the Thought-Knot Seer. Yep. Let's jump back into it. While this is going on, I'm just going to go. My fiance just got home, so I'm going to give her a hug. I'll be right back. I'll put the deck list up. I got 3 more minutes, so probably like 2 guys in the shower. Check. Love you. My fiance is great, for all of you that were wondering. For all of you in the crowd. MTG bot's on it. Yeah, we're going to keep this hand. So I'm not going to fetch my first land, because I do genuinely want another land. So let's cycle. Okay, I will cycle again. I like the white splash better than the blue splash, and I think I love 3 Lilianas in the main deck. So here I'm going to fetch Overgrown Tomb and probably just hedge. I mean, I'm already in pretty big trouble if my opponent's playing Burn, but like, you know, that is what it is. Let's just hope they're not playing Burn. No. So, no, we're playing against an ensnaring bridge. Oh, we're playing against the rack. Okay. So, might as well just take their bridge. I have no idea what this matchup's like. It probably hurts that I don't have K-commands in my main deck. I don't have K-commands in my deck at all. I've just got, for Artifact Hate, all I have is 2 Ancient Grudges out of the sideboard. And I have Kataki, which isn't good, but it can at least harass him a little bit. Yeah, I think 3 Liliana the Veil is actually a match turner against Grixis. Like, I've felt very comfortable playing against Grixis. So we have to remember that we want to be on the draw next matchup. We're pretty far off of Delirium. Yeah, I'm pretty nervous about this deck, though, because of just the Modern Pro Tour, man. The Modern Pro Tour is just going to mess all of this up. Like, Modern Pro Tour is going to make it so that, like, they're going to have shake-up bans. Which is, like, I was so happy when this wasn't on the Pro Tour. And now that it is, I'm just, like, so sad. Just, my opponent's tanking. And they're probably disconnecting. I might as well put my deck list up here while they're slowing down. So what we are currently doing, we are definitely for sure shaving on the we're definitely shaving on the Artifact Hate here because I just like having the I think my affinity matchup's fine, so I guess I'm shaving on like the pure Artifact. Like against Lantern or something like that. Because against Affinity I board in 9 excellent cards. So, like, it's a kind of, like, I guess, just the cost of doing business with this build. I had Maelstrom Pulses, but, like, I don't like Maelstrom Pulse a lot, because it's just, you end up with way too many 3s. My opponent's back. So I would assume they take my Counterlife. We draw a Bobble, then we can go get a... we draw a Bobble, we can go get a Death Shadow, which would be nice. We definitely need to be conservative with our life total here. Oh, gosh. Sometimes you just get it. So I might as well see what they're drawing, because it's not going to change. My plays are made. What do you got? They have a Wrench Mine. That's... So we're going to be... We're both going to be hellbent after this one. Kind of sucks that I have to expose, like, my one card might be good, but I think it's worth it. Like, it sucks that we have to expose it to this Wrench Mine, but it's much more important to get the Death Shadow down. So he probably Wrench Mines. I would assume he Wrench Mines, and let's hope that we can just quickly kill our opponent. We might actually get, there might be a cost here if our opponent of not Thought Seizing on 1. Because now we're not going to be able to cast our Thought Seize more than likely. Yeah, so I'm actually alright with any of these. Like, if I take the Liliana, if I get left of the Liliana, I'm going to be a little sad. So we know all of his cards. So it's a mistake by my opponent to play that land. Oh, I can actually... So what do I want to do here? Probably just want to discard... I forgot it's not him. I probably just want to discard these two and then play Tarmogoyf. Alright. Unfortunately, we can't play that, which... Like, we're not going to be able to capitalize it. Otherwise, my opponent would probably be dead next turn if I drew a fetch land. So, but yeah, Melthon, I think that there's a really weird thing going on with right now with Death Shadow, in that I legitimately think the second best deck in the format is Junda Shadow. It's just like everyone has access. What do we got here? They're going to play a rack. Everyone's playing Grixis, which Grixis is like pretty good. They're thought seizing them. They're inquisitioning themselves. So do I get to take this? Why are they doing this? Oh, so they draw a bridge. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. My opponent's dead next turn if they don't draw a bridge or a removal spell. That's what they do. Alright, so my opponent's last hand's that. Okay. Alright, that's another good draw. It's another good draw as long as they don't hit a bridge. Because now, if I draw a land, a Street Wraith, or a discard, or a Thoughtseize, then they're dead through like a smallpox or something. Now, if they draw small, we've got at least we have 10 fetch lands, 3 shock lands, 3 tar fires, and 2 Street Wraiths, and 2 Thoughtseizes. No, okay. We need to remember to make sure to draw against this deck. 10 viewers, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the support. So in this matchup, I don't like Liliana of the Veils. I don't like Ranger because we're not going to get there. I don't think I want Teamer Battle Rage. I don't know. Battle Rage just kind of cheese them out. I don't really want to cut all my removal because I'm so scared. I definitely want Last Hope. I do believe I actually want Lingering Souls. I'm so scared of my opponent's like bringing in Pack Rat or something like that after sideboard. I do think that probably the odds are this Kataki is better than like a couple Fatal Pushes. And I can bring these Grudges in because they hit whatever it is that's important to hit. Gosh, I can't even think. They hit Grudges hit it, then Snaring Bridge in the rack. I think I probably want 2 Spell Bombs. I might be able. They might have some kind of graveyard shenanigans that I can hit. I could bring in an Eidolon so they can't go off with their discard. That just seems pretty weak. So I'm going to keep my Tarfires in. And then look to just discard. Yeah, we're going to keep Tarfires in and see if we can beat our opponent quickly. Like 3 Liliana on the main. Yeah, I think, like, so I originally, when I started playing this deck, I took Jerry Thompson's list from what he did at the Invitational, where he was playing blue, but he cut the Teamer back, like it was my list exactly, except instead of the Ranger, he had a Tasigur, and instead of the Battle Ragers, he had K commands. And I really like that main deck, except I just missed Battle Rage too much. Like, it's like combo decks. And it turned out that, like, I just wasn't a huge fan of the blue splash. I thought Ranger was a better, like, long game card than Tasigur. And the Lingering Souls in the sideboard were just better than Stub. Like, I like Stub a lot against the company decks. I'm pretty large fan of those, because you're just trading 3 or 4 mana for 1 mana, which is huge. But I like the Dismembers. They allow you to be explosive in combat. Thompson was playing a Surgical. Tried out Claim to Fame. I didn't really like it. Just wasn't a huge fan. I remember that if I lose this game, I need to draw. Because we just want that card. Want that card, though. Yep, we're going to keep this deck. We're going to do our absolute best not to mulligan against this deck, because you really just want every card that you can have. They're going down to 5, so this is rough. It is sad to be our opponent. I hate how you can't hit F8 with this deck because of Street Wraith. Oh no, I was on the draw. He chose the draw. I was just talking about that. Oh God, we're gonna do it. I wonder how many matches the guy gets out of that. Like, let's cycle this. I should have done this beforehand. I wonder like how many free wins he gets from that. Oh, that's so tilting. So we're going to do this on his upkeep so that he can't see what we got there. All right, so this is pretty good. I think we probably have to take, wow, all of these cards are just absolutely backbreaking. I don't think we can kill him before Bob comes online. So I think we're just going to take this Liliana the Veil. Because I don't think we're beating this card in a million years with how our hand's set up. We're going to let him just Bob. Oh, that was so bad. Yeah, we definitely don't deserve this one. Yeah, I thought about taking Bob, but like, if that Liliana gets online, we're not beating Liliana with our hand. Hopefully, maybe we can wiggle into some position. And plus, the Bob is also a Nombo with his Smallpox. Like, he can't play Bob right now because he's gonna have to sack it to his so he's got to play Smallpox. Discard Grudge. He discards Urborg. So his lands. So we're actually going to be able to play Death Shadow this turn. We draw another card. Okay. So I'm going to get Overgrown Tomb with this one. And then we're gonna play our homie here, and then pass. So we should probably go Bloodstained Mire, Bob. Then we do have Delirium, so we can traverse for a fetch land next turn. So that is what we are going to do, and that was actually a pretty good draw because it's going to give us another look at a land next turn, so we can land this Last Hope and smoke this Bob. Yeah, we're kind of doing it. He's got one card. Like, yes, they're gonna start drawing a million cards with Bob, but like, I like our spot. It does kind of suck that like we can't answer this. We can't never cast this Kataki because our Lingering Soul's in the graveyard, or he got our Godless Shrine. So we crack for 4. Play this. If we draw a fetch land, our opponent does have to block next turn. Guy likes tacos? What's going on, man? What is going on? That Fatal Push is rough. That Fatal Push is bad for the home team. Yeah, Bob is Dark Confidant. Yep. Yep, so they push that. And then if we hit a land right here, we are in... Oh, he's got a discard spell. Okay, so let's get rid of this Kataki. So he's got one unknown card. Okay. Just keep them coming. Try to think back. What's going on, Gary? Yeah, I'm not cracking the spell bomb. So I think if he Ravens crimes me, the question is how many lands does he have in his hand? Because this Battle Rage kills him next turn. So I think I'm going to discard this Liliana. It also makes him dead even if he blocks. I'll make myself deader. No. Thank you. So we're going to get rid of this. So Tarmogoyf's lethal. We don't know anything in his hand. So he's got to land. He didn't retrace. Yeah. So we're definitely attacking here. If he does not block, he is dead. This is kind of terrifying, this Bob plan. How dare. So they have Bob and then Dark Confidant. Bob and Skrillex. I wonder if my opponent blocks. Probably. Okay. Whatever, dude. If you do not respect Teamer Battle Rage, it will kill you. GG's, opponent. Wow, we're 3-0-6-0 currently. 10 viewers, guys. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the support. Maybe we're on our way to our second trophy. This guy's already got 4. Who is this? Slay DFT. He's got to be the leader, right? Wow, Benny Hill's already at 7 trophies. Jeez, on Crow. He's blowing everybody out of the water. Might as well put the deck up here while we're just chilling out. I'm going to go grab some water. I'll be right back. Hey. Maybe hug my food. Good for you. How's it working? Peace. Oh, yeah. All right, back for this. So I might have to adjust my sideboard a little bit to have maybe a couple more answers to like resolved artifacts, because I don't play any decays or grudges or decays or pulses. Now I'm trying something different. I definitely can be very weak to cards like Ensnaring Bridge. My opponent was too scared to play me last round. Hey Gary, how's the stream looking? Like in my stat section, it keeps going from online to offline to online to offline. So Lantern Control 4 days ago. See, this is another matchup where it's not good that I don't have a lot of abrupt decays. The stream, Gary. I can't mulligan this hand. Stream's good. Must be, it's just acting up on my end. Alright, Codex Shredder. At least now we're going to be able to... like we've got a couple good cards against Lantern. Like these 2 discard spells. We have Pressure. Liliana's good against Lantern. Well, we're still working on it, Gary. Using my fiance's computer to look at the stream thing right now. Okay. So, we can either deny him a look at our Liliana, or we can deny him a top deck. And I think we want to take this and let him Thoughtseize either our Inquisition or our Liliana. Because no matter what, we have a play next turn. So he bobbles himself, because now we can mill it. So he liked what he saw. So he's got a good card on top. Yeah, here comes Thoughtseize. This is all I want in life right here, Gary. Lorwyn Thoughtseizes. These are so nice. So he takes my Veil. Bobbles. Last card is an unknown. I think I'm just going to cast Tarmogoyf. Like, what would it be? I guess I'm in a lot of trouble if it's a because he had to like it. Yeah, I think I'm in a lot of trouble if this is a bridge. So I think unfortunately I've got to cast this to find out. Oh, I guess I don't need it in this matchup. You're right. Oh, punished. Punished for thinking, because he kept. I wonder what he kept on top. Like, he didn't mill. So, like, what was he doing? It baffles me. I guess I should have fetched there in case, like, I lose whatever it is. Actually, so now I need the chat box, because I want to see what he's doing. He targets himself. Okay, because I kind of want to fight over mill activations with my fetch land. Yeah, so I can't believe he kept his top card on top of his deck. He must have. It must be a ghost. No, it was another bobble. He kept a redraw on top of his deck, which I find to be strange. Okay. All right, I'm gonna fetch here. Strange plays everywhere. Card whenever casting. Yeah, I'm sorry that I have to like subject the people watching this stream to lantern control. There's definitely an argument next turn for me thought seizing my. All right, well, that's a good mill. For me thought seizing myself to get delirium. Yeah, there's the bridge. And we actually just don't have, besides Liliana the Veil, we don't have any outs to this card. So we've got like, he's got 2 mill rocks. As soon as he finds a way to look at the top card of my library, I'm going to concede. We just don't have any. We don't have any outs here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have shown him that. Just clicked the wrong land. So we got 2. The question is now that he's milling me at, he's giving me 3 turns, 3 cards a turn. He's probably like scared of my K command. So is our Liliana still in our deck? Still 2. Okay. Well, that's how we drew it up. So now we just have to get him before he gets like a pithing needle. I should have kept that. That was a mistake. Next turn, I'll traverse for Death Shadow just to have it. What's he doing? Put a card back on top. What do you put back on top? Oh, he returns Abrupt Decay. So he's just going to decay my Liliana now. Alright, make him do it. And I'll just traverse for Death Shadow. Then we get 1 out and 31 cards. Get this. No, oh, it's still there. Okay. So he's milling me at 2 cards a turn. There goes my Tarmogoyf. Face down exile card. As soon as he can see the top of my library, it's not just all random then. whatever. I'm probably dead, but definitely should fetch here now to get these lands out of my deck. What's he getting back? If he's getting back, I'm not even sure what he got back here. He got back return Ancient Stirrings. Okay. Lantern. So now Pixis. Yeah, this game's over. We're going to concede and go to the next game. We can sit there and fight it for a little while, but it's to a lost cause. So I want this. Definitely want Kataki. And I think I want my bombs. I don't want Ranger. I probably want Last Hope just to be able to rebuy stuff. Tarfire is important on turning on Delirium, so we'll leave that. Keep the Rages in, get rid of these Dismembers. Cut a Spell Bomb. Yep, this is what we're going to do. We're going to keep the Last Hope just in case he finds a way to deal with our Kataki. I don't necessarily love Tarfire, but like it's got the ability to get us out. Let's get Delirium quickly. We can't keep this hand. We can't really. I don't even keep this hand either. Yeah, we can keep this one. At least he's being a good guy going 5-2. So put this in the bottom. We don't need any of that. Leyline, sure. So now our Spell Bomb isn't doing anything. So I'm actually going to get Godless. Well, cards that matter. I mean, I guess we'll get a red source. We can draw Ancient Grudge or Tarfire to help turn us on Traverse. We'll just draw Kataki right off the top here. Yeah, that's another. This is going to be a quick match. The old Moldify. Maybe he just kept a hand that was completely unreasonable. You never know. Or maybe his hand just doesn't function. Yeah, dude. Spire of Industry, Codex Shredder. Fetch now. I don't know why, I always have the tendency to fetch in my upkeep. Alright, I mean, we got a beater. I would be surprised if he has an answer to this. I don't know, if he has an answer to this on a Moldify, like if he's got Leyline, this, and... Yeah, I mean, he's just got it all. God, we might win this one. I think I'm definitely going to cycle my Spell Bomb to clear my graveyard, just to like have the chance at a fetch land next turn. Because we know he doesn't have anything, because he would have decayed this, and he would have landed a bridge if he had it. So yeah, we're just going to do this. Because Traverse doesn't do anything. Yeah, we're going to just look for another... We're going to look for a fetch land. Give us 2 draws out of fetch land. Nope. Tilt. Didn't get it. I'll just do that on his upkeep. Because there's nothing that would make us... So he's got a decay, it looks like. Yeah. But he's still dead next turn because of this Tarmogoyf. So we're in an alright spot. Let's see what he drew. Let's just look at an ensnaring bridge here. Oh, we can only do it to ourselves, so then never mind. We can't even bobble our opponent. You're just looking to gain a little bit of information on the way out. Yep. I guess sometimes miracles happen. I probably should have this Ghost Quarter in my deck because it can hit like a timely, can hit something that's important, whatever that card is. Cut a Tarfire. Because it can hit a... Oh god, what does it hit? Hits Inventor's Fair. I actually have no way in my 75 to take a Leyline, to take an enchantment off the board. So maybe I do have a couple flaws here. Maybe I need like a Maelstrom Pulse in my deck somewhere. Yeah, it's fine. He keeps 7, but doesn't have a Leyline. So he must have like just a super heater. Okay, Welding Jar. Get an Overgrown Tomb. Thoughtseize our opponent. Alright, we probably should Thoughtseize. This isn't Death Shadow, it's 8 Goyf, yeah. What is this? Magus of the Moat. Creatures without flying can't attack. Gross. So I can take this Magus of the Moat, then next turn I can take Ensnaring Bridge pending he doesn't rip a Mox Opal, which we'll hope. If he rips Mox Opal, we're pretty much like dead on the spot, but like, such is life. Which he didn't, so we have Death Shadow on top of our deck. Spire. BRB, sounds good, guy likes tacos. That's fetch land, that means we're going to be able to play Death Shadow this turn, which is great. I don't think he'd let me keep this Traverse, unfortunately. He's just got land coming, so he's got nothing. So next turn, my turn looks like Tarfire myself, play Tarmogoyf. And Shock. I've got a Ghost Quarter coming on top. And I've got that. It's the race against time. This is going to give me Delirium too, so that I can find something. The next, with if I find a Traverse. They have an Academy Ruins. The Academy Ruins, is that too slow? No, because you just get the Ensnaring Bridge back next turn. So now we're in like a really weird waiting game. If we had Temur Battle Rage there, our opponent was just dead as a doorknob. How's your day going, Mr. Tacos? Okay, so he's drawing this, and he's got a, looks like, I think he's got a ghost card on the top of his deck. He's hitting position. Okay. Yeah, there's the bridge. So that's on top. So let's get here. Drop bobble. Land on top. We'll just might as well just run these Tarmogoyfs out. And then I'll just hit this in his upkeep and F6. So he's 1 mana off from activating his bridge. Let's Codex Shredder back on top. Okay. All right. Well, there's our half of our ticket. Oh, because he exiles it. Oh god. So we're probably just super dead now. Keep like 3 retros and a bobble draw. Well, the bobble draw is the bobble is delayed, so it doesn't even matter. They're HC Fox. Like, so I think we're probably dead now. We've got 2 more. The only like damage that we have is 2 Tarfires, and with his Pixis, he's gonna be able to handle whatever we're doing. So like we're drawing to Kataki, Liliana the Veil, Liliana the Last Hope, and now he's got that covered with Abrupt Decay. Yeah, I'm just going to Tarfire him here, just to do it. Like, at least now I'm going to be able to exile his graveyard. I'm going to wait till his EOT. Tarfire. When it says ouch. So mill this, so let us have this. We can at least hold this to fight something. So we're going to shuffle this. We're going to try to fight over this Traverse, because this Traverse finds us, it finds us Kataki. And Kataki's like a big draw. And he's got Infernal Tutor. It's a blind draw too. But isn't that delayed so it doesn't interact with whatever he's doing? Like, what does he get? He just got another Shredder. It's a delayed draw, so it's not like I can instant speed fight whatever he's doing. So, what does he have in hand? He's got like a Codex Shredder. Whatever. I'll just take it. Oh, he's got the Magus. Okay. I think I knew that. At least I should have. We're about a couple turns away from here from just calling this. Ghost Quarter's not bad, but oh, and he's going to get a Veil. Mills himself. Mills himself. Yep. I wonder what he's looking for. So you can cast his Magus right now. This is kind of cool. I didn't know this card was legal. I thought all the Maguses were like out of the Commander products. Alright, I think for the stream's sake, we're going to call this when we get into the game. You're saying using a Bobble in conjunction with a fetch land? Is that what you're saying there, HC Fox? Because the Bobble on its own isn't worth anything. I'm not getting my... I got like some Streamlabs going on here, but... Yeah. That's frustrating. You have the same or more fetches, and they have no effects. Yeah, you're right there. Yep, I will concede that point. That would have been a good move. Oh yeah, this guy's a control deck, so we're not looking to mulligan. At least I think he is. Oh no, we're not playing against control deck. Okay, so let's look at our top card. Death Shadow. We're going to want that for sure. Get a Blood Crypt. Alright. So what did he do with his Scry? They put a card on top. So I would assume the card they put on top is... The card they put on top is probably... I don't like to play control either. I want to kill people. What did he put on top? And what scares us the most? I don't think the Omen is what scares us. I think the Ramp is what scares us. So I can take... It's either the Hour of Promise or the Explorer. Or the Chromatic Omen or the Explorer. I think I can kill him before he plays Primeval Titan. Because, like, 13, Fetch Shock, myself 5, Shock 7, so 15, 7. If I draw a Fetch land, and he doesn't draw a Ramp, because he needs to draw Ramp and lands, then I kill him before he casts Primeval Titan. So I think I just want to cut off his looks. Yeah, we're going to take Explorer. Yeah. So I can, like, even without this Death Shadow, I kill him before he gets to Primeval Titan. So there's the Omen. So here, we're going to go fetch Blood Crypt. So my opponent's dead next turn if I draw Team or Battle Rage. Okay, alright, sounds good. Our opponent's dead as a doorknob. The opponent kept slow hand. We had a pretty explosive hand. We got, like, even Tri-Bell recovered, yeah. I definitely think it was right there, though, to play HC Fox. Like, it was. I'm pretty sure it was 100% right to take that Explorer. So I think I want to bring in... I like Eidolon in this matchup because it makes it so that he can't Pact and cast Titan on the same turn. And I probably want Dreadbore. I don't think Ghost Quarter is actually... Ghost Quarter is more for, like, the straight Tron matchup. I don't think Ghost Quarter is good in this matchup. Yeah. So I don't want this Ranger for sure. I don't want this Eidolon. Well, I didn't draw Shadow number 2 until after. I drew Shadow number 2 off the bobble. I probably want Dreadbore as it kills like Obstinate Baloth also. What does Ghost Quarter do? Ghost Quarter, like, worst comes to worst, pushes him off of, like... That doesn't really do it. Like, maybe it harasses him to get, like, a forest, can kind of fight him on double green a little bit. But is that better? It's probably better than a Fatal Push. Yeah, I mean, these dismembers are just going to point at a Sakura Tribe Elder. It's going to, like, grow target Death Shadow. Yeah, there's not really a lot that's super great here. Like, I bring in Lingering Souls, but I think if I'm casting Lingering Souls on 3, I'm probably dead anyways. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. We're just going to try to be explosive. It's going to be my last match of the guy, you guys. End of the league here. So I think I'm going to keep this. It's a quick shadow. Like, it's Fetch Shock, 15. This is hard. I don't have a discard spell. Well, Liliana the Veil ticks up and empties his hand. I can get got by Obstinate Veloth. If my opponent keeps 7, I don't know. I think I can do better. And we did. We have discard. And we don't want that many discard spells? I don't think so. Okay. Alright, so here I'm actually going to lead on my Inquisition. Alright, so I'm going to take Explore. Then next turn I'll probably go Thoughtseize for like Thoughtseize Inquisition, double discard spell and hit either the Hour, maybe the Hour of Promise and the Primeval Titan. But I want to take this Explore. I don't want to draw more cards. I mean, it's a win con, but I think it's going to be pretty slow, right? Like, I played on turn 3 and have to take it all the way up without dying. Alright, let's see what they got. So they drew a land. So I can either take Primeval Titan and Hour, or I can take Sakura Tribe Elder, because you can cast Hour to next turn. 3, 4. If I take Primeval Titan and Hour of Promise, he's stuck on... If I take Sakura Tribe Elder and Hour of Promise, he's stuck on 4 mana. I think I'm just going to take the 2 ramp spells. Take Prime Time, and then Fetch Shock, and grab the Hour. And then next... I probably fetched... didn't fetch appropriately there, because now we're going to go to a 7. Miles better top deck at any point beyond turn 3. You're talking about Lingering Souls, or... So he's got Windswept Heath in the hand. He drew a land. The Shadow? Oh, God. Yeah, see, now we go to 6. He goes Fetch. Fetch, he's got 4 mountains. That's the mountain number 5. About Last Hope versus Veil. I still think Veil's a better top deck at pretty much any point of the game, right? Like, because what do you got? What am I plussing? Like one of these things, and he just sacks it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem like it's. It doesn't seem like Last Hope's great at all. At least Liliana, I can turn it into trading resources. Like Last Hope, I'm not going to be trading resources. Yes, it does win the game if we're not dead by the time that there's enough zombies to win us the game. So, this here is round number 5. I think I've just got to cycle this. Yeah, but getting lands is also relevant. Am I gonna legitimately cast this card next turn? Yeah, I mean, I think so. So he fetches here probably for... No, he's not fetching. Okay. He probably wants to turn it into... Well, it doesn't matter. I guess... Yeah, I don't understand why he wouldn't fetch there. Yeah, I'm just going to F6. You have all Liliana's matter? Yeah. Opponent's got it. The old Scape Shifterooski. Yeah, I just don't see what this card does. Like, I think the best thing this card does here is minus and rebuys a Street Wraith. Right? Like, it's probably the ceiling. And I don't really want a 3-mana rebuy a Street Wraith because I'm not plussing this on anything for any real value. At least when I'm on the play with Veil, I can go like discard spell, threat, tick up, tick up, tick up. And eliminate their resources. Like I need to play this game on the small. I need to play this game on the smallest axis possible. But you can go fishing. Yeah, you can go fishing with it. Yeah. The last game here. So we'll be done here in a second. Yeah, you can go fishing for a clock, but I think you're doing a bit of reach in HC Fox. Appreciate the input though. Like it's worth thinking about because like this Eidolon might be pretty good because I mean I'm not sure if he's playing. It makes me think that he's got to be playing Summoner's Pact, but the Eidolon at least stops like Summoner's Pact into Primeval Titan. It makes it like a 3-turn process. I would like to lead off. All right, so we've got a Death Shadow that will never cast. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can't keep this hand. I think we've got to keep this hand. I don't think we can ditch land Thoughtseize. And if he gives us if he plays an Elder, at least we can smoke it with Dismember. And then we've got Temur Battle Rage, which is great in this matchup. Yeah, we don't want this. No, we're not looking to cast Dismember. We're looking to pay 4 life for that. It's just a Death Shadow. It's like a more explosive card that also hits Delve cards. Wow. So I can just take my opponent's... This is interesting. I don't think I'm going to ever get Delirium, so I'm kind of ignoring this relic. The Chameleon Colossus is like a serious problem. Alternatively, how many lands does this deck play? Let me check this out. Probably plays like, what, 22 lands, 23 lands? $27 lands. So, 27 lands. I can just let him cast his Search. And I could just take this Tireless Tracker as it's his only, like, kind of payoff card. But this Chameleon Colossus, I think he's going to eventually get to Chameleon Colossus. So I think I'm either going to take Tracker or Chameleon Colossus. The problem with taking Search is that he's got 26 lands left in his deck. And if he just draws a land, then it kind of completely invalidates taking the Search. And it's not, he can still take Relic to give him another cantrip at a land. So like theoretically, he's going to have 3 draws at another land before it punishes him. And I don't think taking the Search is worth having him be 3 lands or bust. What I am going to look for is this Tireless Tracker is either going to draw him into the advantage, or the Chameleon Colossus is just going to kill me. I don't think Relic's worth it because we're not getting Delirium anytime soon. I think it's between Chameleon Colossus and Tireless Tracker. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Because I'm assuming he's going to draw a land, like he's going to draw a land between his next 2 draw steps. So he draws a land. I think I'm just going to take. Yeah, I think we're going to take Colossus. That was really hard. I have no idea if it was the right decision. So he's got a point of tension where if he misses a land drop here and he suspends search, next turn if he misses a land drop, he gets punished. And Flatty Ice, I'm probably going to dismember whatever he gives me a target for, because that means I can play my Death Shadow sooner. But I need to get this Death Shadow online. So if I can go like Street Wraith in the fetch land here, we're in really good shape. So he spends search, okay? Nope, we're going to pass. So I am going to just dismember his Sakura Tribe Elder here, so that I can play Death Shadow next turn. So he looks like he missed as well. No, I guess he kind of missed. This is where it all goes south. I just say you want him to hit 3 lands and drop a tracker, which he would kill. Well, HC Fox, I would have killed a Death Shadow. I would have killed a Sakura Tribe Elder there if I had the chance. So we know 2 out of his 3 cards. So if we draw a fetch land here, we're in pretty good shape. Well, not in really good. I mean, at least we can play 2 big Death Shadows. Because he's got double blockers for them, but... Yeah, we needed a land probably right there. In order to have a chance. Okay. See what our opponents... Well, they're probably... We'll just pass. Yeah, I mean... So he's going to exile a card from his graveyard. Maybe I should have let him keep... Well, the problem is if I let him keep Colossus, then Colossus, like, probably kills me before I can kill him. Because I needed the Dismember in order to cast one of these Death Shadows. Explore. Plays on a land. I was doing some fetching. It's a lot of forests. Okay, so got another Elder. Let's see what he's got on top. He's going to land on top. At least grows our Death Shadows. Jeez, crow. All right, let's grow Death Shadow. He didn't. He had an explode. He had a. He had a whatever it is. A fetch land. No, he had the fetch land. He went tracker into fetch land on turn 3 because the search gave him the 3 lands. Son, you better block here, man. No. So if we draw a fetch land, I think we're good. Yeah, if we draw a fetch land, our opponent's just dead. Yeah. Unreal. Yeah. This deck is busted. I'm going to talk about winning games that you shouldn't have won. I guess we're not... He's not just... No, he's just dead. Because I go down to 7. These become 6/6s. I team or battle rage. Yeah, dude. Unreal. Maybe... Get some, sir. Good night, Irene. All right, guys. Thank you very much for everyone that showed up here. I will be back on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of their week. And take it easy.